Welcome back to my London series part 2. So I hope you enjoy it.
And a restaurant combination overlooking the river and St. Paul's Cathedral and the rest of London. So it's a beautiful location to sit down and have a meal. So I decided to have lunch at this restaurant, the Founder's Arm. And this is hummus and yep, very appetizing. This is the view I have from where I'm having lunch. So I'm walking along the river going upstream, and this is the view. I just want to show you as I go along what the river looks like. And you come across a lot of restaurants right by the river, and that's a beautiful walk and lots of trees along the river. So yeah, it's a promenade where people can sit and relax and enjoy the pub drinks and fish and chips and the usual British food. As you know, pub is a culture here. So as you can see, the tide is rising. The muddy water of Thames is rising. Lots of boats. This is Thames River in the afternoon in London, and the skyline of London. So I'm walking towards the Westminster, and I'll show you when I come across. And these are the lanterns by the river. They're very traditional English lanterns. You can see rows of lanterns, and they're lit up at night. They look beautiful. So these are the lanterns I'm talking about. Serpent figure or a fish figure, I'm not sure. Yeah, great details. So I just saw this plaque of South Bank, and it gives you bearing of where you're going. It has a lot of history written there, and it shows all the different locations in London. All the location next to the river. And there's the St. Paul's Cathedral right there, so you can get your bearings. Yeah, this is a good way of knowing where you're going and what you're looking at. This is the National Theatre of London. It's a building right opposite to the river. Very modern looking building. There's a beautiful statue here called the London Pride. This is an interesting bridge, also a walking bridge. I don't know what it's called, but I'm glad they have lots of walking bridges without any traffic, so it's safe to cross from one side of the river to the other side. So now I'm approaching London Eye. This is London Eye. As you can see, the capsules. Finally, the sun is coming out, thank God. And this is Westminster, right opposite in the Big Bang clock, the famous Parliament building of United Kingdom. The opening of the Parliament is happening tomorrow by the Queen. The full view of London Eye. It's the very biggest wheel in the whole of Europe, where you can see miles when you go on the top. So that's the top of the wheel. It moves very slowly. So I'm standing right underneath the London Eye, so I want to give you a panoramic view of the wheel. These are the capsules getting closer. This is the poster for London Eye. Yeah, this is all for the tourists to see London in the summer.